कैंटोनमेंट एक्सप्रेस में आप सभी का स्वागत है। फिर से काफ़ी दिनों के बाद हमारा ये वीडियो आ रहा है, लेकिन चलो देर आए दुरुस्त आए और थोड़ा ठीक ठाक आए। और बहुत सारी इन्फॉर्मेशंस और बहुत सारे वीडियोस की सीरीज़ को लेकर हम आ रहे हैं और जल्द से जल्द आपको एक के बाद एक टॉपिक्स पर, जैसे अभी एम्प्लॉयज़ का टॉपिक है तो एम्प्लॉयज़ के टॉपिक्स पर भी वीडियोस आएंगे। जगह जगह से पूरे इंडिया के जितने 62, अभी 62 कैंटोनमेंट्स तो हम कह नहीं पाएंगे, 58 कैंटोनमेंट्स हम कह पाएंगे। तो 58 कैंटोनमेंट से हमको अलग अलग मालूमात आई है, इंफॉर्मेशन आई है। कुछ कोर्ट केसेस की मालूमात आई है, कुछ हाई कोर्ट्स में फ़ाइल हुआ है। और देखिए अलग अलग जगह पर STR रेट्स को लेकर कोर्ट केसेस फाइल हुए हैं, जिसमें अभी हम ये वीडियो आपको जो दिखा रहे हैं वो हाई कोर्ट ऑफ मेघालय एट शिलोंग, जो शिलोंग कैंटोनमेंट है मेघालय में, वहाँ पर एक लीज एसोसिएशन है। तो वो लीज एसोसिएशन ने करीब करीब 2022 में 2022 में हाई कोर्ट ऑफ मेघालय में ये एक केस दर्ज किया था और ये 2022 से चल रही है। और ये लीज एसोसिएशन का एक केस नंबर है जो 343 नंबर का है और वो 2022 से चल रहा है। और ये मिस्टर किरण थापा वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया, ये ऐसा केस चल रहा है। और इसके पहले जो ये केस था, ये लीज एसोसिएशन, जिसमें करीब करीब अलग अलग लीज होल्डर्स थे वहाँ पर शिलोंग में रहने वाले, जो करीब करीब 150 ऐसे लीज होल्डर्स हैं जिन्होंने ये लीज एसोसिएशन बनाया था। और वो एसोसिएशन ने भी केस फाइल किया था। तो वो केस का नंबर था 344। लेकिन बाद में कुछ एक सिंप्लीफाइड मैनर में अगर ये करना है तो दोनों भी केसेस का वो ही मैटर था कि STR रेट्स जो इतने बड़े पैमाने पे बढ़ाए गए, उसके विरोध में इन्होंने ये लीज एसोसिएशन और ये मिस्टर किरण थापा, इन्हों सभी ने ये केस हाई कोर्ट में डाला था। तो उसके संदर्भ में उन्होंने सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए अभी ये केस चला रहे हैं, जो केस किरण थापा वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया ये चल रही है। तो ये केस को आप देखिए, इसका वीडियो देखिए। ये सभी पूरा फुल वीडियो हाई कोर्ट का है। इसमें बहुत सारी आपकी जो मन की शंकाएं हैं, जो STR रेट्स और STR रेट्स के बारे में आपको जो विचार है वो इसमें आएंगे। आप उसे ये वीडियो को देखिए, बार बार उसको वीडियोस को फॉरवर्ड और रिवाइंड करके आप देख पाएंगे। और अगला जो वो हमारा वीडियो रहेगा, इसको अपन विस्तार से इसके ऊपर चर्चा करके फिर हम एक दूसरा वीडियो लेंगे। और मैं ये समझता हूँ कि ये वाला वीडियो बहुत ही बढ़िया है। और STR रेट्स और STR रेट्स के बारे में क्या क्या चर्चाएं अलग अलग देश के सभी कैंटोनमेंट्स में चल रही है, उसका ये मैं समझता हूँ बहुत सारा सॉल्यूशन है। अभी जैसे बैरकपुर में भी है, फिर बाद में दानापुर में है, फिर महाराष्ट्र में है, फिर सभी जैसे सिकंदराबाद है, सिकंदराबाद में भी STR को लेकर बहुत सारी दिक्कतें आ रही है। तो मैं समझता हूँ ये वीडियो को अगर डिटेल में आप देखोगे, आखिरी तक अगर देखोगे, तो आपको बहुत सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन इससे मिलेगी। और आपको इसके बारे में कुछ अगर शंकाएं हैं तो बेशक आप हमको नीचे क्वेश्चन जो दिए गए हैं इसमें आप पूछ सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो देखिए ये वीडियो।
The above directions matter stances both of.
Much obliged.
Yeah.
Daily list item number 1.
My lord, item number 1 and 2 are same. I'll be addressing your lordships in item number 2. So if your lordships would kindly
It's
take
for
up
hearing. Wonderful.
for hearing. For hearing, my lord. Yes.
It's for hearing.
Yes.
You ready, Mr. Mahanta? Yes.
In fact, it is in the order column, so agreed to be
Okay, the joiner has been filed.
Yes. But
Okay.
my lord, there is also one thing. Since we are praying for a writ of certiorari, records will also be required. My lord, I may just briefly
Records,
indicate.
why records?
Well,
If the
not-
necessary, then we'll call
No,
for the
no, no,
records.
no, my lord. Records will be required. How they determine the rent?
Rent, yes.
Yes. Lordship knows.
But according to them, they determine the rent on the rate which is, ancient rate. That's why they
90 years back.
90
No,
years
it's not
back.
a question of 90 years back. 2 years back, my lord, we have given an example. It was 36 rupees a year. Now for 9 months, it has gone up to 1,18,000. From 36 for a year, and for 9 months, it is 1,18,000. My lord, my submission is very simple. Lordship knows. In matters of tax or rent or whatever it is, there are 3 stages. One, there is a charging provision. Second, the levy. And third, recovery. Now, we are concerned with that second, levy. If the levy is not in accordance with Article 265, then it's the end of the matter. So that is what I will be addressing. And because records will be necessary because the respondents will have to satisfy your
That
lordships.
is defense estates or the cantonment board?
No, I think it has to be by the DEO. 1 and 2.
My lord, records will not be necessary at this stage, my lord. My lord, once I place my facts, my lord, and the law, your lordship will come to
Let
conclusion.
Mr. Choudhury then you start.
Yes.
Because you see, the chart was given by, I think, by the petitioner.
Yes.
That is, see, the rise in the rent is
Yes.
from 72 rupees to 7 lakh rupees. Is
Yes,
that possible?
yes, yes.
And if this chart is correct.
My lord, that is absolutely correct, my lord. My lord, the sum and substance of the case, my lord, in the British period, leases were given for 90 years, my lord. 30 plus 30 plus 30 is not renewable any further after that, my lord. So the lease rent that was fixed in 1920s, 1930s, my lord. So that 90 years is over, now it is incumbent upon them to vacate the place, my lord, because they are not entitled to any kind of renewal now.
So yes, the stand has changed now.
But that
But,
is
then,
just
but on all these lease properties,
My lord,
it's been renewed.
No, I think,
My
my lord,
lord,
my
I-
learned friend has exceeded his brief. It is nobody's case. We are not complaining about that they will not renew our lease. The issue is determination of STR, standard table of rent.
Yes,
No,
yes,
correct,
yeah,
correct.
I'm answering that only, my lord.
Yes.
Well, a 90 years period is over, my lord. It was renewal only for 3 terms, my lord. So that is over, my lord. They don't have any right of further renewal. Now they are staying over in the land, my lord. They are supposed to vacate. They are not vacating. So as a policy measure, government has said that if you want to continue in the land, you will have to pay rent as per standard table rent, which will be determined according to the market price of the land. And that will give you right of occupancy only for 1 year. Next year, again, it will be revised, my lord, depending
Where's
on
the
the
policy document?
Well, it is there, my lord.
Has
I'll
it been
place that.
Can I
circulated with
place
them?
the case, my lord?
Yes.
Yes. Well, just to show, if your lordship would kindly take the writ petition 344 of 22. For a moment, please come to page 110.
One second.
Page 110.
110.
Yes. Now, this gentleman called Balakrishna Thapa, he is one of the member of the association in item number 2, my lord. Kindly see the period. 1st of April 2021 to 31st of March 22. Please come to the fifth column, land rent 36 rupees. Others we are paying, my lord. This house tax, water tax, latrine tax, light tax. This is we are paying as per the bills raised by them. So now my lord will kindly come to page number 108. Now please come to that box.
Land
Advance rental occupation charge from 1/4/2022 to 31/12/22 9 months 1,18,823. So they owe an explanation, my lord, how this amount has been determined. Now this determination cannot be at the ipsi dixit of the defense estate officer of the cantonment board. There is a statute. The statute provides a particular mechanism read with a circular of 1976. Now, therefore, I am saying, my lord, records will be necessary because records will reveal whether determination, and my lord, it's a certiorari proceeding. If they do not produce a record, lordships will draw adverse conclusion.
No, one thing is that the policy is in place.
Yes, I'm coming to it.
Policy is here.
Yes. Now, if a lordship would like to have first, my lord will kindly come to that 2021 rules. That your lordships will get at page number 70
Yes.
of the writ petition. The earlier rule of 1925-37, those were amended. My lord will kindly come to page number 73. Rule 9 at page 73. Standard table of rents. Has your lordship's got it, my lord? Yes. The defense estate officer in consultation with the district collector or competent state revenue authority shall from time to time compile in the form prescribed in the schedule 2 standard table of rent suitable for applications to sites in cantonment having regard to situation of site, nature of soil, use of the site, and rate charged for adjacent agricultural land for building site in the neighborhood. So the mandate is, my lord, standard table of rent will be determined in consultation with the district collector. Now this is, my lord, in my humble submission, is the charging provision where there is an enabling statute.
Yes.
Now please come to page 76. Rule 16.
Yes.
Leases in lieu of expired lease. In our cases, my lord, the lease expired on 31/3/22, that 90 years period.
31/3/22.
2 yes.
Okay.
The method of disposing of land and building constructed thereon under a lease granted under the cantonment codes of 1899 and 1912, Secunderabad Cantonment Code 1913, Cantonment Land Administrative Rules 1925 and 1937, and Secunderabad and Aurangabad Cantonment Land Administration Rules 1930 shall be by lease, and manner and period for which the person to whom such a lease will be granted, the size of the holding, rent and premium payable for the same, and form terms and conditions on which such a lease may be granted, shall be such as may be decided by the central government from such to time, including such instructions and pertaining to submission of so and so, so and so. So, my lord, what is important to notice from Rule 16 is the manner in which it will be done, it will be prescribed by the central government.
Yes.
We have an executive fiat. Now, that lordships will get in the affidavit filed by the respondents number 1 and 2 at page number, my lord, 15.
50.
15, my lord.
Where's the affidavit filed by?
Filed by Mr. Rohit Singh Malan. He is the DEO, Guwahati Circle. So, my lord, when we read section Rule 16 read with this notification, then we get the manner in which the levy will take place.
Yes.
It starts at page 15. I'll have your lordship's kind attention to page 16. Para 4. For determining the value of the land, each cantonment may be... I'm sorry, my lord. Has your lordship got it?
16.
Page 16 on top,
Yes.
para 4.
Yes.
For determining the value of the land, each cantonment may be divided into zones, bungalow area, civil, shopping, and lesser developed areas. Where in a cantonment there are similar private lands in the neighborhood, valuation of defense land can be based on sale price of the private land. In other cantonments, lands in various zones should be identified with similar lands in the neighboring municipal area, and the sales of the land that have taken place in a particular region in the municipal area should determine the value of the land, corresponding land in the cantonment. For example, the land comprising the bungalows in a cantonment may more or less correspond to the land in the civil lines of a city. Land in civil area for building purposes in a cantonment may be compared with residential area of similar density and income group in the town. Shopping centers in the cantonment may be compared to shopping centers in the town. Where necessary, some allowance may be made for difference in the state of development, distance from central marketing centers and railways or bus terminal, etc. A2 and other is a class of land which are large compact areas not fully developed may be compared with less developed land in suburbs of the neighboring municipal area. The zones into which the cantonment is divided and comparable areas in the town along with the sales statistics, their analysis and examples selected together with valuation proposed to be fixed for each zone on different parts in each zone may be submitted by DEO to the collector for his concurrence. In case the concurrence comments on rates of rent adopted in draft STR are not received within a period of 90 days, the DEO shall forward the draft STR to DDE of the command, who shall be competent authority to approve the draft STR with such changes as considered necessary by him. The DD may, if necessary, visit this station to examine the relevant areas in town, sales which are proposed to be applied before according his approval. Well, 6 is very important. Why I am saying records is necessary. Plans of zones in the cantonment and corresponding areas in municipal limits, sales statistics and other relevant data, complete with analysis and appreciation of the sales, will be retained in safe custody for future consultation as and when necessary.
See how do you put the formula in place?
Well, this is the manner in which they are to do. So unless they produce the record, how do we? My lord, they have filed an affidavit which is neither here nor there. The affidavit is as vague as anything. So therefore, my humble submission is, my lord, it says, my lord, Lords will also kindly appreciate. Section 114, I think, H of the Evidence Act says, when records are not produced, the court will presume that the records will be less favorable to them.
Okay, we will not go there.
No, I'm just saying, my lord.
That stage has not come.
No, that has come. It's a 226 proceeding. You are not producing, you are feeling shy to produce the records. Now the question is, my lord, this is how, my lord, the determination of the sale value will be done. In other words, in land acquisition...
One second, Mr. Chod. That means what they have done now, STR, they have just taken the rate given by the Deputy Commissioner, I mean.
That too, my lord, in a different context. The specific query has to be, my lord, let me place 2-3 documents, then I'll articulate my argument. Then my lord will kindly come to page 18. Page 18. This is another circular of 11th of January 73. Please come to para 3. In view of the above, it has been decided that for all building sites, the STR shall provide for rates of rent on the basis of 10 square meter for entire area, even if such area is in excess of 1/4 of an acre. Earlier it was 100 square meter. My lord, the basic unit is, even if it 10 square meter also can be identified, good enough. STR for residential purpose will be 2.5% of the market value. That means if the STR is, say value is not 10 lakhs, then my lord, the rent will be 2.5%. Now, my lord will kindly come to page number 33 of their affidavit. Third of May 62 code go. 3rd of May 2016 35. Please come to page 33.
Revision of standard STR.
Yes. Now, DEO is writing to the, my lord, Deputy Commissioner. I'm reading from second para. It is intimated that as per instruction issued by Ministry of Defence, Government of India, STR of Shillong cantonment is to be revised after 3 years and hence the same is required to be revised with effect from 1/1/18 for the next 3 years up to 31/12/2020. In this regard, it is submitted that Shillong cantonment is divided into 4 zones and enumerated in Schedule 2, which is enclosed herewith, based on its commercial potential. In view of the above, STR in the format in Schedule 2, along with the map of the Shillong cantonment, is forwarded herewith in quadruplicate. You are requested to provide the rates in Schedule 2 and return the same in triplicate for our further necessary action and onward submission to higher authorities. So in terms of that policy, my lord, they have taken this step. Now, my lord will kindly come to page 35. With reference to the has your lordship got it, my lord?
Yes.
Page 35. Now, the Deputy Commissioner is writing to the DEO. With reference to the subjects and letters cited above, standard table of rent for the period 1/1/2018 to 1/12/20 as asked for has not been revised as per our records. Instead, we may provide with the same rate with effect from 1/7/15 to 31/12/17 in Schedule 2. I am also returning herewith copies of the zonal plan and 3 copies of the standard table of rent. The standard table of rent, which was forwarded by DO in format, which was never filled up by the Deputy Commissioner, it was returned. On the contrary, it says we have only figure for this period, that is 1/7/15 to 31/12/17. Then, my lord, please come to the next page. Now, what they did, kindly see.
The table.
Yes. Now, please come to Zone 2, my lord.
Yes.
Now, the description part. Part of the bungalow area covering Ledikin College and School, Pine Walk area, Garrison Ground, Old AP, Secretariat Building, partly unit lines, Rocher Road, Bauri Netraloy, Jhalpura, Bazaar and western part of the camp. How can these areas be compared, my lord? One is in the harbor, part of the commercial and other is Jhalpura is on totally interior locality. So that's not the guideline says, my lord. That was your suggestion, but this was never filled up by the authority. So since the Deputy Commissioner has not provided you the figures, where from you got the figures? Now, my lord will kindly come to page number this is the letter which just said that it is not there.
So this rate for 1 year per square meter is 10,000, suppose, for this part of bungalow area.
Yes.
That means it's 10,000. That means they have assessed it
For-
at 10,000,
My lord,
7,000.
can you imagine?
4,000.
I think I have
Per
to
square
pay.
meter.
No, my lord, if I am to pay, say, for 2,000, say 1,000 square meter or maybe 4,000, 3,000 square feet, am I supposed to pay 1,18,000 for 9 months?
Because 1 square meter will be around 10 square feet.
Yes,
10,000.
10,000. My lord, we are not on figures, or we are on the
just
decision-making
quantum.
process. Yes. Quantum is not an area where we will trouble your lordships. Where is that letter? Where it says that? This. Now, my lord will kindly come to page number 50.
Now this same affidavit.
Yes. Page 50. Kindly see, my lord, neither the Deputy Commissioner's office, discharged its function diligently, nor the DEO. With reference to the subject and later under reference, I am to inform you, for calculation of rent, the valuation of land is taken into account and rent is calculated as per Meghalaya Urban Rent Control Act. Lord, Meghalaya Urban Rent Control Act, it is a statute which determines the relationship of a landlord-tenant relationship. It can't be, my lord, a premise for determining the STR. Now, Meghalaya, the additional Deputy Commissioner furnishes these figures. So, my lord, relevant considerations were not taken into. What is the requirement? My requirement is, my lord, as per the policy, they are to first constitute a committee. The committee will determine the zones, then ascertain the value of the land, by taking...
Only 1 second, Mr. Chaudhary. Has this been in other cantonments? Same thing has happened?
Yes. No, my lord. Not in all, because for different cantonment, different methodologies are there. As far as, my lord, as per the old rules, my lord, under which we are supposed to be governed, for other cantonments other than, my lord, Pune and all, on the existing STR, they are to add a percentage. Now the Deputy Commissioner says the existing STR is yet to be determined. Those are also aspects are also there.
Now, but this letter speaks as otherwise. He says that the revision of STR or Shillong cantonment with reference to, I am to inform you that the calculation of rent, valuation of land is taken into account, and rents calculated as per the, okay, maybe he's on the wrong premise, but he's given the valuation.
Some valuation.
Yes.
Yes.
And valuation is quite reasonable, Lord, you will see.
No, my lord.
700 rupees per square feet, 7,000 per square meter, my lord.
Per year.
But the land valuation, my lord. Sale value of the land, my lord. 700, I don't think in Shillong anywhere is available, my lord.
No, my lord. The procedure is prescribed with page 16. Please come to page 16 once, my lord.
No, that we've seen.
Yes.
Leases in lieu of expired leases, that's the thing.
DC is only to give concurrence, not rates.
Okay, please continue.
Yes. Now, my lord, going by, my lord, the circular of 31st of January 76, there are certain steps to be taken before eventually you, determine the rent. Now, those steps are in our humble comprehension, my lord. First, there has to be a constitution of a committee. Rules. Then there has to be determination of the zones. Then, my lord, ascertainment of the value of the
So
land.
you mean to say that we reflected from the records that
Yes.
whether all these steps were taken before they arrived at this amount?
Exactly. My lord, in fact, my lord, in a certiorari jurisdiction, it is the responsibility of the respondents to produce the records and satisfy the honourable court.
So whatever is by affidavit, if they can satisfy, well and good.
No, my lord,
But
where is
this
the
has-
affidavit is silent.
Explanations here.
Why affidavit will not do that, I am saying, my lord. Please take our reply. For example, let us come to their affidavit once, then I will take to the, my lord. Please come to their affidavit, paragraph 2B.
Yes.
At page 2, that in this regard the deponent states that preparation of STR is governed by Ministry of Defence letter dated 31/1/76, that is at page 16, which I have read, they admit. So we are on the same page with regard to that, which inter alia states that for determining the value of the land, each cantonment may be divided into zones: bungalow area, civil area, shopping area, less developed area. Land in various zones should be identified with similar lands in the neighboring municipal area, and sales of the land that have taken place in particular region in the municipal area should be determined the value of the corresponding land in the cantonment. For example, land comprising the bungalows in a cantonment may more or less correspond to the land in civil lines of a city. So they are using this exact language of the my lord circular. So you may kindly skip over to the next page. Then third sentence. This said letter also states that the zones into which cantonment is divided and comparable areas in the town along with sales statistics, their analysis and examples selected, together with valuation proposed to be fixed for each zone or different per zones may be submitted by DDO. My lord, have they asserted that this was followed? They have also, my lord, said this is the procedure prescribed. So therefore I said, my lord, their affidavit is vague. Now, therefore, my lord, in that para 6 of that page 16, that para 6 where it says they will retain the record. If tomorrow it is necessary, then one can revert to it. So, my lord, when they are asserting that they have done it by oral argument, then but it is not evident from the affidavit. Affidavit, just now I have read this paragraph, what it reflects is that this is the procedure prescribed, which they also agree. Now, please come to D. That in the instant case, concurrence of the Deputy Commissioner was obtained by Defence State Officer on STR of Shillong Cantonment with effect from 1/1/18 to 31/12/20. After expiry of the validity of the STR, the Defence State Officer Guwahati had revised the STR rates based on the prevalent market value of land within the Shillong cantonment as conveyed by the Additional Deputy Commissioner East Khasils by letter dated so-and-so. Subsequently, the defense, that Lordship has seen that letter, that Rain Control Act and all. Subsequently, Defence State Officer Guwahati by letter dated had forwarded the draft STR to the Additional Deputy Commissioner to obtain his concurrence on STR with effect from 1/1/21 to 31/12/23, and Additional Deputy Commissioner by letter had conveyed requisite concurrence. Let them produce this letter, my lord. At least we have not been able to see.
What does the state say there?
Now, my lord will kindly take our writ petition for a moment for one communication, my lord. If your lordship should kindly have page number 63. Or 64, my lord. I'm sorry, my lord. Page number 69. It's a communication by ADC to the, my lord, one of the petitioner.
No, he's not a petitioner. He was in a different petition.
In a different petition, he's one of the petitioner over there.
In that petition.
Ha, ha. This was an information which was provided under RTI, my lord. With reference to the subject and letter cited above, I am to inform you that standard table of rent of Shillong cantonment is not maintained or available with the office at present, and it is only on the request that same is computed and made available to authorities. As far as letter dated May 3, 2018 issued by this office to the Defence State Officer is concerned, in Schedule 2, to the said letter, the column showing annual rental value per square meter pertains to valuation of land per square meter in Shillong cantonment and not standard table of rent as mentioned therein. So they themselves clarified the position. Now please come to the affidavit filed by the ADC, my lord. Para 6. It's filed by one Srimati B. Rani. Yes.
Respondent number? Respondent number what?
Respondent number 5, my lord.
Five.
Yes. Please come to para 6.
1 second. 5.
That with regard to the averments.
1 second. Mr.
I'm sorry, my lord.
There's a whole bunch of affidavits.
Yes,
here.
yes.
Yes.
There is no continuous pagination. In Guwahati, we have now developed one practice like Supreme Court, recently, of course.
We have it in our office file, but we have tried, we wanted to replicate
So
it.
what
to
we
the-
do now, my
Yes,
lord,
we have
continuously.
For the affidavits, we have continuous pagination for our copy. But then we are trying to implement that here also.
Yeah.
Because
No,
the thing
recently
is that
in Guwahati, we have done it.
everywhere is done
It's
because,
very helpful, my lord.
Suppose a writ petition is filed, the page comes up to 20, then affidavit is filed, then the lawyer
As
takes
many
the page
pleadings, it will
from
just go on
21
adding.
years, when 20, it
Yes,
starts
yes.
with 21.
Yes,
That's done everywhere, all tribunals
Yes,
also.
yes.
Yes.
Para 6. At
Para-
page 6 and page 2 of that affidavit by the ADC.
Yes.
That with regard to the averments made in para 8 to 10 of the writ petition, the answering deponent states that standard table of rent of Shillong area is not determined or approved by this office of the Additional Deputy Commissioner, East Khasils, Shillong, as it is outside the purview of the revenue state. It is pertinent to state herein that a perusal of the letter dated 15 to 22 from the Defence State Officer clearly indicates that standard table of rent was prepared on the basis of minimum valuation of land forwarded by the office of the Additional Deputy Commissioner East Khasils District, Shillong. Furthermore, it is stated herein that minimum valuation of land was provided unaware of the fact that the same was meant for preparation of STR in Shillong cantonment
Support the
area.
case.
Therefore, the counter signature in Schedule 2 marked as rate was only on the basis of land valuation rate provided by the office of the so-and-so. So therefore, where is the question of concurrence, my lord? They have construed this to be an concurrence.
Yes.
Now that letter is at page 5 of that affidavit, my lord. Page 5. Annexure 1. Revision of standard, that's the subject. Please come to para 2. Minimum valuation of land as per description of our format zone forwarded via your letter under reference in the format schedule 2 has been prepared by office and same is re-forwarded herewith for your signature, please. In view of above, in the format in the schedule 2 duly signed by Defence State Office, Guwahati Circle, is forwarded herewith in quadruplet. You are requested to countersign schedule 2 and return the same in triplicate for our further necessary action and onward submission to our higher authorities. So those are in the pipeline that have never materialized. So how they have determined, my lord, when these steps are not complete? My lord, why I am saying records are necessary, please come to our reply. I will just refer to 3 small paragraphs, my lord, that will make the position clear.
2nd February.
Reply affidavit, my lord.
2nd February.
Yes. 2nd February, no? Yes. Please come to para 3B, my lord. Now, I have already read para 2B of the affidavit in opposition. This is the reply.
Yes.
That in response to the statement made in... Sorry.
2B.
Yes, small b, my lord. 3B. Phase 2.
Oh, your reply.
Yes, our rejoinder.
Your reply, your rejoinder is in response same to para 2B.
Yes,
Para
dealing. Yes. Please
Yes,
come
yes,
to
what is it?
3B, my lord.
Yes, 3B.
In response to the statements made in para 2B, it is stated that while preparing the standard table of rent, the respondent has failed to comply with instructions contained in letter dated 31/1/76. There is nothing on record to indicate that respondents have carried out the exercise contemplated in the said instruction. On the contrary, while each cantonment is required to be divided into zones, bungalow area, civil, shopping, lesser developed area, in present case, commercial areas have been clubbed with bungalow area in zone 1 and zone 2, and result is therefore inconceivable. For instance, the rate quoted for civil area as per schedule 2 defines as zone 2 for Jhalpura, being a lesser developed area, has been calculated at par with areas of Bauri Netralaya, which is adjacent to municipal area of European ward of Shillong, having high commercial value. Zone 3 being a pure army area, which is outside the purview of the STR, has been mechanically clubbed with a civil area and added to the zone. Therefore, preparation of zone itself is invalid and incorrect. Furthermore, there is nothing on record to indicate that respondents have drawn up divisions of the cantonment areas with comparable areas in the neighborhood municipal areas along with sales statistics. Their analysis and examples selected together with the valuation proposed to be fixed for each zone or different parts in each zone may be submitted by DEO to the collector for his concurrence. It is submitted that assessing value of land based on comparable sales method of valuation of land is an acknowledged method in the land acquisition cases. Such a method can certainly be adopted in present case. There is nothing on record to indicate respondents even sought the Deputy Commissioner's concurrence on rates proposed to be adopted in the draft STR. In this regard, the opponent seeks leave so and so. It is therefore submitted that examination of above will certainly establish that STR has not been prepared in the manner envisaged by law. C. In response to the statement made in para 2C, it is stated that instruction dated 30th of January 1976 issued by Ministry of Defence mandates STR for all building sites irrespective of whether lease thereof is subsisting or expired shall provide rate of rents on the basis of 10 square meter for the entire area. It makes no distinction between a site covered by subsisting lease and those covered by expired leases. However, STR enclosed in the affidavit of the respondent does not specify the annual rental value and the same has been left vacant. As such, respondents have not adhered to the instructions contained in letter dated so and so. In response to the statement made in para 2D, it is stated the concurrence of the Deputy Commissioner East Khasi Hill is required upon completion of requirements set up in the I'm sorry, madam. is required upon completion of the requirements set out in the instruction dated so and so. In the present case, none of the requirements contained in instruction dated have been complied with. Further, there is nothing on record to indicate that respondents even sought Deputy Commissioner's concurrence on the rates proposed to be adopted in the draft STR. Now, in response to the statement made in para 2, it is stated that rules of 21 was notified on 1/12/21 and as such procedure for determination of STR as provided under Rule 9 thereof ought to have been adhered to once the said rule came into force. It is stated that Rule 9 contemplates constitution of a committee and requires a consultative process in determining the rent having regard to this site situation of site, nature of soil, use of the site and rates and charge for adjacent agriculture.
Mr. Chaudhary, I can get the entire drift. The thing is that your sole contention is that the rates arrived arbitrarily.
Yes.
There was no process.
The manner prescribed has not been followed.
Have not been followed, and so these are totally illegal and they should be interfered with. Sum and substance.
Sum and substance. And secondly, we are not saying they have no.
Substantiate that it was necessary to show that there was no exercise, no such exercise ever done, no committees ever constituted. The rates arrived, there was no concurrence from the revenue authorities. The zoning also was all wrong. So that's your case.
Yes. My lord, we are never questioning their authority. They have the jurisdiction.
Of course, but in the manner in which it's been done.
Yes.
So if
The
it's
decision-making
prescribed that way,
process-
should be done that way.
Yes. My lord, in fact, I am relying on that judgment, my lord, that
Yes.
if a manner is prescribed, it has to be done in that manner.
Yes.
That, can I place the judgment, my lord?
Privy Council.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we have given the citation. 2022 SC Aseniki. I'm sorry, I have a copy, my lord. I'm sorry. 2022 SCC online 909. For the facts, if your lordships will kindly come to the small first para, my lord.
Yes.
The challenge in the present appeal is to an order passed by the division bench of the High Court of Allahabad, whereby appeal filed by the appellant was dismissed. Such appeal was directed against the order passed by learned single judge of the High Court, wherein order dated 27/1/17 passed by the appellant was quashed and thus consequently candidature of respondent was to be considered and accepted by the appellants. Then my lord will kindly come to page number para 14. Para 14. The argument of Mr. Bhushan that use of different language is not followed by any consequence and therefore cannot be said to be mandatory is not tenable. So argument was, my lord, non-compliance did not entail any consequence. Therefore the provision has to be construed as not mandatory. The language chosen is relevant to ensure that candidate who has filled up the application form alone appears in the written examination to maintain probity. The answer sheets have to be in the language chosen by the candidate in the application form. It is well settled that if a particular procedure in filling up application form is prescribed, the application form should be filled up following that procedure alone. This was enunciated by Privy Council in Nazir Ahmed, that old case, my lord, wherein it is held, where a power is given to do a certain thing in a certain way, the thing must be done in that way or not at all. Other methods of performance are necessarily forbidden. So this is the principle, my lord. Now, my lord, now it's a taxing statute.
Yes, we come to that, yes.
So all the more necessary. Otherwise, my lord, it will invite the wrath of Article 265. Then please come to, my lord, para 16. The said principle has been followed by the court in so-and-so, where the law prescribe a thing to be done in a particular manner following a particular procedure, it shall be done in the same manner following the provisions of law without deviating from the procedure prescribed. Similarly, this court in Municipal Corporation versus so-and-so has followed the said principle. Since advertisement contemplated the manner of filling up the application form and also the attempting of the answer sheet, it has to be done in manner so prescribed. Therefore, reasoning given by the division bench of the High Court that on account of lapse of time, writ petitioner might have attempted the answer sheet in a different language is not justified, as the use of different language itself disentitles the writ petitioner from any indulgence in exercise of the power of judicial review. My Lord, I was referring to that judgment of the Supreme Court. Of course, I haven't brought, my Lord, that when it comes to, my Lord, taxation, then as there are 3 stages.
Yes.
First is charging provision, second is levy, and third is recovery. Now, as I said, my Lord, as far as charging is provision concerned, there is an enabling provision. Now, levy, there is a manner. Now, that manner has been not followed. Now, what would be the consequence? The consequence will still be, my Lord, it is violative of Article 265, or in other words, it will be without any authority of law. The end result is not that they will be deprived of their, exercise. They can still do it, but they can do it in the manner prescribed. Which is not our case that you cannot do it. Of course you can do it. It's true, my Lord, these are old leases. From time to time you have to assess the value, then levy it in accordance with law. Then we are bound to pay as a citizen, as a law-abiding citizen, we'll do that. But you cannot assume that there is nothing like discretion, my Lord.
Yes.
When the field is covered by statute, there is no question of any element of discretion. As if, my Lord, the defense estate officer has some discretion and he has exercised the discretion. That's not the way. So therefore,
whether examine whether subject what they have to say.
Yes, my Lord.
Whether the method that I've applied
Yes.
will somehow come within the 4 corners of this, of the prescription as given. From the, I think we need the records.
No, my Lord. In case of taxation, that substantial compliance will not come. They have to do it because, my Lord, it entails an adverse consequence. For example, my Lord, if a tax can be levied in a particular manner, it can be levied in only that manner.
That manner, yes.
So,
no, I'm talking about assessment.
Yes.
Because assessment is always, there's always question of assessment.
I'm not on the assessment. Levy.
The levy, sorry. So that's the
The
how
levy
they
has
arrive
to
at
be in
levy.
accordance with law.
The records I can place. We are not shying away from placing the record.
Yes.
So,
We'll place the records, my Lord.
But please mix, yes.
My Lord, only one submission, my Lord, because
I think for the present it's okay.
what has been submitted, my Lord.
But subject to right of reply, I think my Lord is there. Yes.
But first thing, my Lord, I'll place the records. Second aspect, my Lord, and what is more important, my Lord, that the rents are, this STR is fixed for a period of 3 years, my Lord.
3 years or 1 year?
3 years, my Lord.
Okay.
The block of 3 years, my Lord. So first STR, the preceding STR, if I will just submit, my Lord.
Yes.
One block of period was from 1/1/15.
One.
Sorry, my Lord, 1/1/16 to 31/12/18.
31.
12/18.
First.
1/1/16 to 18. So basically, we will take like this: 16, 17, 18 was one block, my Lord.
Okay.
19 till 21 is one block.
Yes.
18 to 21. My Lord, sorry, I'm extremely sorry, my Lord.
2018 is one block.
From 16, 18, 18, 21, 21 to 25.
Then 2018 to 21. 3 years only. 15 to 18. Then 1/4. It will start from 1/4.
This is small, because 3 years will be.
I think it will.
So you're starting from where? You say 1/1/16 to?
Well, I'm sorry, I'll just calculate.
It goes on a financial year basis, or it goes in the annual basis?
Calendar year, my Lord.
It goes in the annual manner.
My Lord.
So assessment is done from 1st of January to 31st.
My Lord, rates are fixed for a period of 3 years, my Lord. Rates
I
are
mean-
revised after every 3 years, my Lord.
Okay, that means from 16 to 18.
Was one period, my Lord. 19 to 21 was one period.
18, okay.
18 to 20.
No, it'll be 16 to 18, okay. 16, 17, 18. There'll be 19 to 21. Yes.
Actually, my Lord, it operates in financial year basis. 1st of April to
That's
31st
why
of
we're asking. Whether it operates financial year or operates, in the annual.
Going by the levy.
I think it's calendar year, my Lord.
No, in the impugn order page 110. Let's see 114.
Here is calendar year, 18 to 20, January to December.
No, come to the earlier.
18 to 20, sorry.
No, read petition. Go by the last page. One first April. Earlier.
He's talking about rates. Rates of responsibility levy is for a financial year.
There is no clarity.
Yes.
So, my lord, what I was trying to submit, my lord, what is under challenge is the STR for the period 21 to 23, my lord. That is under challenge before lordship. Now, my lord, before this, my lord, for the previous block of 3 years and 3 years prior to that, my lord, there are more or less no changes in the STR, my lord.
From the 90 years ago.
From last 9 years, my lord.
No, I don't understand. Now you are submitting that this STR changed only in this 21 to 23.
But what they are challenging, because every 3 years we have to supposed to determine STR, my lord. We have to notify that the STR for this period of 21, 22 and 23 will be like this.
Right.
So for the period of 21 till 23 we notified, my lord, that they came and challenged before this honorable court in the year 22, I think. 22,
Okay.
my lord. Prior to that, my lord, there was another block of 3 years. Prior to that also there was another block of 3 years. So my instruction is, my lord, there are absolutely no changes or very minor changes in the rates of rent right since 2016 till 2023, my lord. So what has occasioned the challenge at this point of time, my lord? Because whereas there was no challenge to the earlier STRs, my lord, which were also fixed on the same basis, my lord, after obtaining the rate from the Deputy Commissioner, my lord. That is one aspect, my lord.
Nobody is saying that as per the chart, the little chart they gave me last time, that it's gone up last year this much, this year it's come to from 76 rupees to...
Additional affidavit.
But I'll just point that out.
Exponential.
My lord, one point I want to clarify, my lord.
Yes. Yeah.
These
Take
rents
your
were
time.
these leases were given in 1920s, 1930s, up to 1940s, my lord, just before independence, my lord. And all the leases are for a period of 90 years, 3 blocks of 30 years, my lord. So at that point of time, my lord, when the lease was given, the lease rent was 1 rupee, in some cases 2 rupee, my lord, and the lease agreement provided that rent will be revised at the rate of 50%.
50%.
On the second renewal. So, my lord, if the lease rent was 1 rupee, my lord, at that point of time, for the second block of 30 years, it will be 1 rupee 50 paise, my lord, and for third block, it will be 2 rupees 25 paise. My lord, those were the rates at that point of time, my lord. And because the increment was also fixed in the lease agreement itself, my lord, the cantonment authority has no choice but to go by that. But once 90 years period is over, my lord, now what is required of them is, my lord, because it is not renewable any further, my lord.
Was we have to come forward and execute fresh leases?
My lord, it is not renewable at all, my lord, now.
I mean, there's no scope for them.
There is no scope for renewal, my lord.
Okay.
They have to vacate the place, my lord. Only as an interim measure till the government comes out with a final policy, my lord. So what is to be done with the leases? Government has notified that now there will be annual kind of arrangement, provided they pay the rent on the basis of current market value, my lord. And for that, the government is prescribed that current rent will be 2.5% of the current market value of the land, my lord.
So you mean to say that this entire exercise devours the rules? That you're not required to follow the rules because it's just an interim arrangement that it's not STR at all. Then it's all charging. What you think is charging fair rent as determined by the Deputy Commissioner for the land occupying. Is that what you're trying to say?
Because the policy itself says, my lord, the land valuation, because the Deputy Commissioner Revenue is the competent authority.
What the court trying to understand is that means that this recommendations or the procedure are not to be followed because the leases have expired. And so just as a stopgap arrangement, we are charging rent from them at the market rate as fixed by the Deputy Commissioner. That's your case.
That is our case.
So you're not. It's not incumbent upon you to go to the inter-exercise constitutional committee to study.
My lord, we have done that, my lord. As far as committee is concerned, my lord, kindly see the cantonment rules, my lord, came into force in the later part of 2023. Rate has been notified prior to that, my lord. These rules cannot have retrospective effect, my lord.
Okay, that point was not brought up. Yes.
So, my lord, now your lordship will kindly see.
Now, your case that these rules not be applicable at all. That is your case, right? That that we are charging rent is a totally different what do you call it arrangement altogether. In the sense that the leases have
Leases
STR
have expired.
apply where the lease subsisting.
No, my lord.
Then
We are not submitting that, my lord.
Then?
We are submitting that we have to, the fixation of rent, STR also has to be in terms of the guidelines, my lord.
even now,
Even now, my lord.
even interim arrangement.
The four zoning has to be there, my lord.
And
We have,
even for
we have to
interim
ask for the rates from
So
the
even
deputy
for
commissioner.
interim arrangement also has to be done as
My
per
lord, and
STR.
we have done that, my lord.
Okay.
We have done that, my lord.
Okay. Okay, right.
But the rent will not be the British rates of rent, my lord, of 1 rupee or 50 paisa per square meter, my lord. The rates will be in terms of the present market value, my lord. So that is why the consultation or obtaining rate from the revenue department has come into place, my lord. And based on that, so we have done that, my lord. Now, my lord, what is more interesting, my lord, though the petitions are pending, my lord, there are stay orders operating. My lord, there are 127 leases in Shillong cantonment, my lord. I'll just give some figures, my lord.
Yes.
127 total number of leases.
In the entire Shillong cantonment.
Entire
means
Shillong cantonment,
the
my lord.
entire areas.
My lord. 116 have expired. 90 years completed, my lord. 16, my figure.
Okay.
11 are left, my lord, and those will expire by 2030, my lord, in another next 6 to 7 years.
Yes.
Now, my lord, 22 of the lessees, my lord, they have come and paid, and some of them they have offered to come and pay the new rent, my lord. Now, because of the pendency of the matter, my lord, we are not able to process their cases, my lord.
Yes. That'll have no effect. Yes.
So, my lord, till the time I place the records, my lord, by next date I'll place the records. My lord, only if some interim arrangement is made vis-a-vis these 22 people who have already paid the rent, my lord.
But that, how did that happen? You can't have two things happening at the same time, Dr. Mozika.
Well, when
See,
they
the
are
matter
not-
has to be decided totally. So whether it'll be bound by what? At their own volition, they go and give. That doesn't
After
mean
all, these
that,
are contractual matters. They have the right to
that cannot
waive
be,
their
cannot,
right.
that can be a factor will be considered at time finally hearing that these people are there, they've paid, and so they can't be, you can't have two rates operating for the same kind of leases. We can't have that. Whatever it is, that has to be kept on hold. Any fresh, appraisal by you all has to be kept on hold until this matter is over. That's all. Or which way should be
Now,
done.
otherwise also this matter is only of academic interest now, my lord, or maybe for the areas of payment, my lord, because 24 to 27 to 26 is a new block of period, my lord. And we have already constituted a committee in terms of the...
So what are you going to do with the arrears which you have to collect? Then the
My lord,
case still has a lot of meaning.
My lord, this is alive only to that extent, my lord.
Then?
But as soon as we come out with a new standard table of rent, my lord, they have to challenge it again. On different grounds, if any.
Yes, Mr. Mahanta?
Maybe official also. In fact, what about the record my colleague has said? My simple submission that number one point, your lordship will see that they have come across expired lease. The term of 90 years has been expired, all the leasing.
All is expired.
Expired. Yes. Those 115 or 16 number what Mozika has
Most is
given
expired.
expired, your lordship.
Yes.
So, since it has expired, those benefit of 50% enhancement, 30 years,
It's over.
not over. That's over. And what my colleague is reading about the 1921, the rules, the policy, that has come into effect in December 21. This point has to be noted, Your Lordship.
This yes, sorry. Just
The
come
rule
again.
which
Yes.
my colleague has, for the petitioner has read out about the policy, that has come into effect in December 2021.
After the rates were fixed.
Because these are done prior to that.
After the rates have been fixed. meaning.
These are done prior to that.
Age
70.
of the petition.
The notification is dated 1st December 21.
Okay. Rules have come to being after December. Yes, after rates fixed, yes. Yes.
Am I clear, Your Lordship? So during this period, Your Lordship, we are following the rules of 1937. Not a big one. That Rule 8 is there of 1937 rules.
Page 60 of the petition.
Page 60.
Yes. This read with 31176.
This is that Rule 8.
8. Standard Table of Rent, Your Lordship. This has been followed. It is not that nothing has been followed, this has been followed. And this period, it comes from, Your Lordship,
This is 938
yes,
notification.
since they have given the valuation of the market valuation of land, the Deputy Commissioner agency, on that basis, the standard table of rent has been prepared, sent it to the Deputy Commissioner for concurrence. It was approved and concurred.
They say it's not concurred, they say just signed it without.
No, it was approved. Though they have said, in my respectful submission, it has been approved. Your Lordship can see that. At page 59, Your Lordship will see.
59?
59, 58 is a standard table of rent from 1st January 2021 to 31st December 2023.
59 of your affidavit?
My affidavit, cantonment affidavit.
This one.
That is respondent number.
I don't have.
3 and 4.
I don't have. One second, let me check out once again.
Page 50.
58, Your Lordship.
Anyway, is this the one? No.
This is the standard table of rent, date of
1st January.
date of revision 1st January 2021 on top. Date of expiry 31st December 2023. Then Zone 2, that's what my colleague is reading, Your Lordship. The main route 11,428, 8,571 motorable, then non-motorable 6,857. Your Lordship has sent that. Now let us come to the bottom of the left side. Approved by Additional Deputy Commissioner. Which was in page 59.
Yeah, they can't see, they are not approved, you mean.
Is a sign by agency. So it is not that we are not following the procedure is being followed. Now setting up the committee, what my colleague is saying, that is coming after December 2021. This is prior to that.
Okay. New rules only.
Yes. Since the new rule, as on today, it is in place, recently the other day I had submitted the formation of the committee, Your Lordship remember, therefore we have expedited the hearing of this case. The committee has to submit a report on or before 15 March. I have given the copy, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Earlier I have submitted, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Therefore the hearing has been fixed today, Your Lordship.
Oh, that's why.
Yes.
It was on a mention.
Yes, it was mentioned by me, Your Lordship. So the committee has to again revise their rate from 1124 to 27.
As per the.
As per
The
this
new
market value,
formula.
and they will again do the revision. Your
Okay.
Lordship. So my response assumption, since the 1937 rule is in place, following the Rule 8, Your Lordship, there is no illegality committed. It's a plain and simple. Under the authority, they have done it and followed the procedure. Because expired lease, what benefit they have done, 100 rupees, 70 rupees they paid, they enjoy the fruits of it. A small Gudam, your lordship, they also how many 1,000 rupees comes, your lordship knows that.
Yes.
That's the main half of the center, your lordship. So, my respectful submission, that cannot be equated with this. 1 lakh how much? That has been calculated on the value basis of the market value of the land. And that is coming under 2.5%. Suppose is a
2.5% of the market rate.
Market.
Annual rent.
Annual. So,
So if 100 rupees is 2 rupees 50 paisa.
so it's not that exorbitant. It's not that exorbitant. The Act says that 2.5% you have to charge. And that is here. Your lordship will see this. The Rule 7. Preparation of STR metric units, it has been decided that for all billing sites at STRs shall provide for rates of rent on the basis of 10 square meters for the entire area, even if such area in the excess of 1/4 acre. The STR for residential purpose will be 2.5% of the market value. So we are bound to calculate on that basis. There is no illegality committed. In fact, there is no case at all made up for interference of this honorable court. The writ has to be dismissed outrightly, your lordship. And no illegality has been committed.
Yes.
So what my colleague is submitting, that 22 of them has paid.
They have
Since they
paid?
know that, they have paid.
They paid, my lord.
They have paid.
But we have not been able to.
Process
Accepted.
due to the stay order.
Doesn't matter. This
So
can be.
they have paid.
Yeah, what about the zoning? That question they have, that the zoning has
Zoning
not
has been done. That
not
has been done.
in
Zone
a-
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zones has been divided. As per that, 37 rows. It is there. In 58, page 58, 59, it is there. Zone 1, respect to commercial areas, so and so, Bora Bazaar, Cantonment Bazaar, up to roadside, Luke Road, all these are. Anjali,
Which page of this book is that?
58, page 58 of my affidavit.
No, the other regarding that section 8 with regard to STR of 2.5%.
2.5%, your lordship. He has also read it. It is there in the pleading. It is there.
Okay.
My colleagues already read that.
But my affidavit of response number 1 and 2, my lord. At page 17.
Okay. Nothing else?
In my affidavit also I have said. So my responsible assumption, there is no illegality committed, your lordship. Since they enjoy the fruits of the rent for
Your
90 years.
stand, one thing, are all these people who are before this court expired lessees?
Yes, all
All
expired.
expired.
All expired.
Then there's no quarrel with
So then that policy of December 21 doesn't come.
that. Yes.
And there is no illegality committed. We are following the rules of 37.
Yes, state. Anything else? Any authority you have, Mr. Manta? You want to rely upon? Any authority you
No,
want to rely
apart
upon?
from that, if your lordship calculate that for square feet 10.76, 1 square meter equal to 10.76 square feet. So if you calculate that, this comes to 1,000 rupees.
1
So,
meter
yes,
Not in 1,000, 700.
700 something it comes. So
per square meter.
it's quite reasonable. Yes. It's quite reasonable. Earlier, they 90
annual.
years they enjoyed the fruits.
Because Shillong rates,
That's annual rent, 700
Yes,
rupees square
that's
meter.
annual value, my lord.
Value.
Rent will be 2.5% of that.
2.5.
Exactly, 2.5% is
It's
annual
very
rent.
nominal. Throughout the canton, throughout the
consider.
country, they are charging.
Yes, Mr. Shillong.
And lordship may go to my affidavit of opposition. I have given in details everything.
Our lordship going by the relief claim in the writ, there is no relief claim against this.
So that's a relief for you. So no, you don't have any submissions to make. But your affidavit says that you do not concur, or you do not concur to the. How do you answer that? If Mr. Manta showed that at page 58, 59, that signature of the approval of the regarding the STR fixation on 1st of January 2021, that is shown. How you say that?
If Lordship can come to page 52, that is the affidavit filed by the respondent number 1 and 2, Your Lordship. The letter of the additional deputy commissioner is very clear, Your Lordship.
One and two. That is page. One
Lordship,
second.
yes, at page 52.
1 and 2. That means the affidavit of the union.
Union, Your Lordship, yes.
At page.
At page 52, Your Lordship. Kindly see, Your Lordship, the first paragraph.
Yes.
Type copies, it's very difficult. Lordship, if I may read, with reference to the subject and letter such above, I am to inform you that countersigned in the format in schedule 2 prepared by your office for the bar. You have that.
What do you want to show, Mr. Shillong? What is your point?
My point here, Your Lordship, this is only for a valuation of the land, Your Lordship, not STR, Your Lordship. That has been clarified by the additional deputy commissioner.
So no, for them they're saying that is on the basis of valuation of the land, they are levying the STR, correct?
Yes.
But you have not signed on that other what document you signed whereby the rates have been fixed. Why that that is at
Lordship, if Lordship can come to the clarification made in the affidavit.
page 59. Yes.
Lordship, can you come to the affidavit filed by the R5, Your Lordship, that is the additional deputy commissioner. At paragraph 6, Your Lordship, can you come to page 2, paragraph 6.
You are R5.
Yes, Your Lordship. Lordship will come straight away to page 3.
Yes.
If Lordship,
No, you just say that it's not determined or approved by the office of the
comes, Lordship, fourth sentence from below, Your Lordship, from the. Therefore, the counter signature in the schedule 2 column mark as rate was only on the basis of land valuation rate provided by the office of the additional deputy.
Okay. So your case that this countersign not for STR, only for the valuation was given by you. Okay, yes. Yes. Mr. Chaudhary,
My lord, I can reply to each one of them, my lord. Perhaps, my lord, I must put the facts in perspective. My lord, to appreciate, I'm specifically.
only one.
Yes, yes.
Pressing
I've got the query, my
pressing
lord.
query is that whatever that policy is not applicable because
All
these
right.
STRs
All right, let us
before
all
the
right.
implementation
All
of
right,
the
my
rules
lord,
in
that constitution of committee is not required. That's the only thing. The rest are there.
right?
Yes. Now, my lord, let us put the things in perspective. I'll specifically deal with my learned friend's contention that because the signature of the ADC appears with the countersign approved, therefore there is a compliance. That is his case. Now let us see, my lord, whether there is a compliance with the requirement. First of all, my lord, let us assume Rule 1921 rule is not applicable. So it is 1937 rules.
Yes.
Read with, my lord, still that 31,176.
Yes.
So 1937 37 rules read with 31,176.
Yes.
Okay. Now my lord will kindly come to the writ petition for a moment. So this was in reply to which letter? 26, na? They're asking for the information. 3518 was in reply only.
Yes. What do you want to refer
One
to?
second, man. Page number 35. Yes. Please come to page 35 of the writ petition, my lord. Their affidavit, sorry.
Whose affidavit? Cantonment
Affidavit
board.
by the, my lord, 1 and 2. No, sorry, 33. First time the DEO requests the district collector to provide this information.
Page 33.
Page 33, my lord. Yes. It is intimated that as per instruction issued by Ministry of Defence,
Yes.
Government of India, the standard table of rent of Shillong cantonment is to be revised after 3 years, and same is required to be revised with effect from for the next 3 years up to 31/12/2020. In this regard, it is submitted that Shillong is divided into 4 zones and enumerated in Schedule 2, which is enclosed herewith based on its commercial potential. In view of above, STR in the format in Schedule 2, along with the map of Shillong cantonment forwarded herewith in quadruplicate, you are requested to provide the rates in Schedule 2 and return the same in triplicate. This is where, my lord, the DEO abdicates his authority. Kindly appreciate, my lord. He says, you are requested to provide the rates. My lord, providing the rate is not the job of Deputy Commissioner. Determining rate is the job of the DEO as per 31/176. Let us be very clear about it.
Abdicated his authority.
Yes. It is the duty of the DEO, my lord. What he will do once he undertakes the exercise, since defense authorities are not expertise on revenue matters, therefore the scheme envisages concurrence of the Deputy Commissioner, because he is the head of the district revenue head. 31/176 at page 16, it clearly says it is the duty of the DEO to prepare it. After preparing in the manner prescribed, that is, after taking note of adjacent land value, he will prepare it and then send it to DC for approval or concurrence. It can't be other way around, my lord. It can't be that based on ADC's letter, they will determine the standard rate. That is what has been done. So, my lord, this is very clear. Now, what does the Deputy Commissioner says? Please come to page 35. With reference to the subject and letter cited above, standard table of rent for the period so-and-so as asked for has not been revised as per our record. Instead, we may provide the same with effect from 1/7/15 to 17. I am also returning here with 3 copies of zonal plan and 3 copies of the standard table of rent. Yes,
Where are you reading from?
my lord.
Where are you reading from?
Page 35, my lord.
I thought you referred to page.
35 of the 1/2's affidavit. 3rd of May 2018.
Yes.
And kindly see, reference is 26 to 18, that is at page 33, which I read just now.
What references in?
Subject letter cited, standard table of rent for period as asked for has not been revised as per our record. Instead, we may provide with the same with effect from 15 to 17. I am also returning herewith copies of zonal plan of the 3 standard table of rent. Now, please come to the next page. Now, what she does, my lord, by hand she puts these figures. Now, this cannot be the basis. If the manner is prescribed to be done in a particular manner, it has to be done in that manner. It is the DEO who will, my lord, defense estate officer, who having regard to the manner prescribed, he will determine, then is seek concurrence. Where has it been done? That's why I am saying, my lord. That's why, my lord, please come to page 16. It's very important, para 6. After prescribing the procedure. Para 6. All right, that committee part is not there. 21 will not apply. Plans of zones in cantonment and corresponding areas in the municipal limits. Sales statistics. End of the day, my lord, these are very vital. Sales statistics and other relevant data, complete with analysis and appreciations of sale, will be retained in safe custody for future consultation as and when necessary. So they are statutorily mandated to preserve these records. So if these records reveal that they fixed the rate and sought concurrence from the Deputy Commissioner, and Deputy Commissioner gave the concurrence, then we are out of this courtroom, my lord. If not, my lord, the matter has to be remanded.
Remanded, but like they have said that now it become an academic exercise.
No, my lord. Not at all.
The rate from 21 again.
Yes.
For revisiting the
Yes.
entire exercise.
Yes. Yes. My lord, I think, my lord, my learned friend has put up in a different perspective. All that we are trying to say is, it is the duty of the defense estate officer.
Exactly, but the only point is with regard to the manner of concurrence and whether his abdication of authority by the, he did not do it. He passed the buck.
Passed the buck.
But the thing is that you see in that thing he's cancelled out his road rates and sent it back. Where's that page?
And my lord, can your lordships discount the affidavit filed by the ADC?
No, we cannot discount that.
Yes.
The affidavit says that only on valuation. And there stands that valuation
And my
was
lord,
received and 2.5 as per the
my
rule.
learned
They
friend
have
is
fixed-
all my learned friends in unison is saying that it is very reasonable. How much tax you are paying? You are staying outside the cantonment. What is the state land revenue rate, my lord? In Guwahati, we pay rupees 1 or 2 rupees per biga, per kotha. So, my lord, end of the day, why in cantonment area people will pay more when in the just, my lord, maybe outside that cantonment area people are still paying 2 rupees, 3 rupees? My lord, let us not make everything a commercial venture. It's a developing country, my lord. Our economic, priorities are something else. We have not become a rich country. We are trying to catch up. Let's not become overnight, my lord.
Courts only to see that rule
So
of law.
therefore, my lord, it's a clear case.
No
where
commercial
perhaps,
considerations.
where
Even
perhaps we
if
have
the
been
rent
able
comes
to
a million,
establish.
if a million rupees for a certain amount of land, if it's justified, court can't
No, my
interfere.
lord, last time that's why I'm saying lordship will not go by the figure.
My lord, only one point, my lord. I'll just.
Anyway, my learned friend will say, my lord. Therefore, my humble submission is, my lord, you are putting the cart before the horse. First you determine, then you seek concurrence, that's the procedure. If
Yes.
from the records it reveals, it's well and good.
Yes.
Otherwise, my lord, the process has to be reversed and remanded.
Yes.
Well, my affidavit, my lord, page 36.
One more thing, my lord, before my learned friend starts, perhaps, my lord, my learned friend was arguing against his affidavit. He was arguing against 31-176, but his affidavit starts with 31-176. Kindly see paragraph 2, my lord, of the affidavit of respondent number 1 and 2, para 2b. In this regard, deponent states that preparation of STR is governed by 31-176.
Yes.
So he says, my lord, 31-6 has got no value.
It does say
I don't
that.
think I said that.
He said 21, yes. Okay. Yes.
But page 36, my lord. My lord, kindly note, my lord, this is for the period, page 36 of my affidavit, my lord. This is for the period 1 January 1918 to 31st December 2020, my lord.
So there's no consideration anymore, you mean?
Not only that, my lord kindly turns the page, my lord. This is also approved by Deputy Commissioner, my lord, on the left hand.
So that you've seen.
No,
but the thing is
that was
prior
the-
to that, see the letter of 3rd May 2018.
That was the impugned one, my
that
lord.
letter, see that letter also.
My lord, here lordship will see approved by Deputy Commissioner on the left hand side, my lord,
Yes.
and right hand side signed by the DEO, my lord.
Yes. No, that we've seen.
So to say that, my lord, this has been notified by the Deputy Commissioner, in my humble submission is absolutely incorrect, my lord. Moreover, my lord, kindly compare page 36 with page 56, my lord. 56 is the impugned STR, my lord.
Yes.
Now, my lord, Zone 1, lordship compare page 36 and page 56, my lord.
Yes.
Rate for 18 to 20 block was, my lord, 18,109.
Yes.
In the impugned is 18,429 only, my lord. It's not even an increase of 1%, my lord.
Anyway,
Lordship's got it. I'm comparing 36 with 56, my
so
lord.
what do you want to show by this?
I want to show, my lord, that the same rates are going on for almost last 9 years.
They paid this 18 to.
They have not paid, my lord. But they have not challenged also this one.
No, never been charged.
Not been charged is 18 rates. So in 18 you're paying the old rates as you paid before.
Because maybe their leases have not expired by then, my lord. Their leases might not
My
have
lord
expired.
will my lord will kindly come to page 110 of my writ petition, my lord.
My lord, may I
No, we have
clarify?
to be
For a
sure.
moment.
Yes.
110 of the writ petition. My lord, I paid 2,325 in all. Pays one of the member, my lord. His plot number is 49.
1 second.
Land rent is only pays 110.
Yes, yes.
So kindly see the period 1st of April 21
So
to
before
35.
that he paid how much?
This month, my lord, 2,325.
No, 18 to. 18 to.
That records we don't have, my lord. But
How much you
prior
paid?
to the impugned demand, this is what we paid.
How much he paid? If it's an expired lease or was it a subsisting lease?
No, it expired on 31/3/22.
Oh, then
Then
he
it
paid
was-
the old rate. Then there's no.
The British rate, my lord, that's not applicable. So, my lord, what I was trying to submit, my lord, the rates have only marginally been increased, my lord.
Only see, Mr. Chaudhary banging you on only the procedure. He says that if,
Nazir Ahmad,
as
my lord.
procedure by
Only
law,
Nazir
is
Ahmad, my lord.
yes. That if you've not done it,
Nazir
as per
Ahmad,
that means-
I think it's a privy council, my lord. We are.
it is privy council, but it's still that is it's like a
Bible.
yes, you can say it like
Almost a
that.
Bible. My lord, in
Nazir
my lord
Ahmad-
CCL's case, even in contract matters, it has been applied now.
Yes.
So, my lord, as senior counsel is also argued, my lord, these new rules are prospective in nature, my lord, and when we notified, this is not applicable. And now,
No, but you see,
now
the
with
thing is
effect
that
from
if the court finds that the procedure established has not been followed, so then orders will have to follow. It's like that. But if the court's convinced that okay, fine, well, let's look at the records.
My
Then
lord, even in
the
such
paper trail.
my lord, even in such case, lordship will direct them to pay at least 50% of the amount, my lord, because they're without paying any rent, my lord. For last several years, they're occupying the land, my lord.
I hope you won't take any other course of action like asking for termination of the lease. I mean, like
My
eviction.
lease is already
from
expired. They only require eviction now, my lord.
Yes. Anyway, we'll fix it on just for example
the
of records. Then then that day you can come with your.
I'll place the record.
Yes, you just show records just for.
To that effect, one line order passed.
Yes, yes. The matter has been heard at length. Stop. In the course of hearing, it appears that the records with regard to the fixation of the STR for the period of 21 to 23 are necessary for perusal by this court. Accordingly, Dr. N. Mozi Khalid is directed to produce the relevant records.
20 I can come, okay? 28 March.
20th March.
List on
20th March was a little difficult for me. Little after that.
After that, then it has to be after first week of April. My lord, I could have come on 20th of March. My learned friending is having some
March, I
difficulty.
may have some difficulty. my lord. 21st or 22nd?
No. 21st, buddy.
22nd now.
Next week?
I'll be out of state.
Yes, 21st I can.
18.
21st of March is 21st.
21st, my lord. Yes.
21st.
List on 21st. So the court won't forget also.
But however, your lordship that earlier, the committee has to give the report by 15 March.
Well, that will not be governed by this case.
Then can the order be there? The committee which said will not be. That can
No,
be.
committee is for the period post.
Yes.
So
No,
that's
for
not
period,
No, that
no,
order
it's
has to be
for the yes. I thought yes, just Mr. S.P. Manta, the senior counsel on behalf of respondents 4 and 5, has however apprised the court that for the fixation of the STR for the periods
24 to 27.
from 1/1/24 to
27.
to 31/12/27, the same has to be issued by 15th of March 2024. In that view, the matter there will be no impediment on the respondents to engage that said exercises.
Only when the new rate comes, they have to challenge that also.
Let them challenge it. All the better for Mr. Sen. Yes. Yes.
Deeply obliged.
Deeply.
Item number 3.